She was screaming in 6 voices, all at once. Latin, Aramaic, ancient dialects no 23-year-old should know. Her body, mangled from within, contorted unnaturally as the priest held the crucifix to her lips. It sizzled on contact. Then silence, for just a breath. And in that silence, something else spoke. Not from her mouth, but from the walls of the room. Something old, something that knew your name. The audio of that final exorcism was locked away for decades. But fragments have leaked online. And if you listen carefully, you'll hear it. The moment her soul either left or was taken. Anneliese Michel grew up devoutly Catholic in the small Bavarian town of Klingenberg, Germany. Born in 1952, she was deeply religious, even for a region steeped in tradition. But by the time she was 16, strange things began to happen. At first, it looked like epilepsy. She'd black out, twitch, speak nonsense. Doctors diagnosed her with temporal lobe epilepsy and depression. She took medication. She prayed harder, but it didn't stop. By 1973, the real nightmare began. She saw demonic faces, even in daylight. Her room stank of decay. Crucifixes vanished from her walls. Her mother said she spoke in tongues she'd never learned. She stopped eating, started self-harming. In desperation, her parents turned to the church. 2 priests, Ernst Alt and Arnold Renz, petitioned the bishop. After medical treatment failed, they got approval for the rite of exorcism, a rarely sanctioned ritual, last formally performed in Germany over 50 years prior. Between 1975 and 1976, they performed 67 exorcisms on Anneliese Michel. She was 23. First escalation, the voices multiply. The priest recorded her sessions. What they captured was unholy. Anneliese screamed for hours in voices she claimed were Hitler, Nero, Cain and Lucifer himself. They fought for control. "Ich bin Lucifer," she growled. But the tone changed mid-sentence, layered with overlapping voices. Her own voice became harder to recognize. Second escalation, the physical breakdown. By the 30th session, Anneliese refused food and water. She said the demons told her not to. Her knees shattered from repeated genuflections, kneeling violently over 600 times per session. The house reeked of sulphur. Electricals failed during the rites. Once, during a thunderstorm, she levitated. Her body bent backward, eyes rolled white, as the priest screamed the Lord's Prayer. In May 1976, Anneliese told her mother, "I will die to save the souls of others." She looked emaciated, barely human. On the final night, she whispered something to Father Renz. "Beg them to stop recording. They know who listens." The last tape ends with one final scream. Then a knock. Not on the door. From beneath the floorboards. When the church reviewed the tapes, they locked them away. Anneliese was buried under a plain wooden cross. No headstone. The house remained empty for years. Locals still avoid walking past it, even in daylight. June 30th, 1976. Anneliese was found dead, weighing just 68 pounds. Knees broken, eyes sunken. The autopsy listed malnutrition and dehydration, but no signs of seizure. no drugs in her system. The state prosecuted her parents and the priest for negligent homicide. The trial became global news. The priest defended their actions with audio evidence. Even the courtroom couldn't explain what played from those tapes. Growls that weren't human, words spoken backwards, in Latin, and screams that bent the pitch spectrum. A neurologist called to testify fainted while listening. Anneliese's mother swore under oath. She didn't die of starvation. She was taken. In a final twist, her grave was exhumed in 1978. Locals claimed they saw her in dreams, calling out. The body had decayed too little. Photos from that exhumation were sealed by the church, but one leaked. Never close again. So, would you have stopped the exorcism? Or do you think Anneliese was never alone in that body to begin with? If you've heard something in the audio in this video that didn't belong, leave a comment below. Share this story before the truth fades. And if you still hear that knock from beneath, don't answer, because she still calls out to someone, maybe to you. And remember, stay curious and stay safe.